is going to give us a bit
Am I
of an
standing
update
here right that I don't get feedback because I'm famous of doing that?
She'll talk to us about Comet update, and then she'll move on and talk about the transit of Mercury. So, welcome, Ella.
The attempt, yeah. Basically, we are talking about Borisov and Alster's 217 T2. I think I'm going to look like this. Okay. So basically, for people that have not seen this before, we have 2 people here. Comets are coming from an area far, far away that still belongs to the solar system, with debris that was formed, but it wasn't dense enough to form real planets. Well, we think that. You never know. Of course, there are dwarf planets like Pluto, and then very little ones like, oh God, what is it called nowadays? It's not called Ultima Thule anymore. Forgot the name. And the little snowman, sort of flattened half, sort of run over by a truck. And anyway, those objects, the little ones for sure, are very old. But they are in the Kuiper belt, and the Oort cloud is farther away. And we have objects coming from there. They get captured by the Sun or by Jupiter, that their orbit gets changed, and they become periodic comets, which are basically dirty snowballs that will develop a tail, which is always basically moved away from the Sun, even if they go seemingly backwards away from the Sun. The tail is still away from the Sun too. And there are 2 tails. One is the dust tail and the ion tail, and sometimes you even see a 3rd one, but don't ask me about it because I don't know much about that. What is so interesting about comets is that they change. They're like cats. They have tails, and they do unexpected things sometimes, and expected things too. So it is fun to observe it. Now, 2I is the second interstellar object that came in from far away outside our solar system. And Mr. Borisov discovered that in August. The other one was Umama, whatever. And it was only discovered after it was sort of disappearing on us. Now this one is coming in, and it's coming close to the Sun, like 2 Earth's orbits, basically distances away from the Sun, which is the AU, is astronomical unit, which is the distance from the Earth to the Sun. And it just came close to its closest approach to the Sun. Now, they think it is around 15th of magnitude. It would be in some of your telescopes' reach, I think. So I still want to challenge you. Try it. At least image. Try to image it. You might be lucky. What is eccentricity? The orbit is very eccentric, and it is not coming back ever. It's almost like it has a straight line going by the Sun, basically. So if you see this, this is basically a circular orbit, and then ellipse, and then you get the parabole, and then hyperbole. It's very hard for me. I'm Dutch, and I always want to say it in the Dutch way. And this is if it goes to infinity, the eccentricity. I think it has an eccentricity around 3. So, basically you can see it whipping by here. So, and it's almost like a straight line, not quite. So the question is, does it come from another star system? And they have been speculating that maybe it came from Kruger 60. It's 13 light years away from the sun and still coming closer. And it was named after a German astronomer who observed this star in 1873 for the first time. And is consisting out of 2 N-type stars, red dwarfs, and they're basically 30% of the size of our sun. And they orbit each other once every 44.5 years. So that's a speculation. It's not quite sure that it comes from there, but it looks that there might be a chance. So that's kind of interesting. Here is actually the, I think it is here that we have the Kruger star. Now, as you see, it is moving very nicely, playing here through different constellations, and right now it's around here, close to in crater, basically close to Corpus. If you want to, you can look it up on the internet. So some pictures, not very spectacular. November 25 by Dan Bartlett. Here it is. Actually has a bit of a coma and a tail. And another one by Martin Mulberry that we have seen so many pictures from before on December 6th, so pretty reasons. Yeah. I know it's not very spectacular, but on the other hand, this is coming from somewhere completely far away, and it whips right through our solar system. So. And it was never anything like that discovered till Oumuamua. So that we now have another one so fast, people are now paying attention. Anyway, Pawn stars. Some people have estimated around just dimmer than 10. Other people say it's now 9.5. Anyway, whatever it is a little bit brighter, but that's about it. It's not very spectacular either, and it's going that way. So right now, around here. So you see here, and you see here the Capella and Arda versus. So then you have a bit of an idea where it is. And if you want, again, you just look it up on the internet. It's around. Don't have any good star chart yet, but they might be coming again from Rainer Baumann, who we met in Holland, by the way, again. It's an old friend. Now this is interesting because you can see basically developing an expulsion from the nucleus, and we had a series of this, but this is the most pronounced one that you can see that stuff is coming out on one side. So like that, Dan Bartlett, and it was in November. And that's it for the Comet update.